Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome back. You guys got the card pulled for the next reading. I have a beautiful new deck today, so we'll go ahead and use that as well. Um, so thanks. Okay, let's see. What is the key message for Gemini? Messages for Gemini people and placements, please. Key message. Key message for Gemini, please. People and placements. Gemini people and placements, please. Might be easier to split this up. Tell us about Gemini. Gemini people and placements, Gemini energy, any messages of importance for Gemini. Oh, well, that one kind of went flying. I guess we'll go ahead and check that one out for you guys. Anything else for Gemini? I'll see if there's any more Gemini. Oh, interesting. I think we'll go with the 2 to start. Let's go ahead. It's a beautiful new deck. Let's see. Let me just find it. There it is, $1.99. Okay, the peacock's tail. Full vision, the spectrum, and inclusivity. The peacock's tail is a sacred imagery or image in alchemy. The mesmerizing display of tail feathers opens to mark the alchemist, having shifted from single to multi-perspective. This is a great achievement. The alchemist has opened 1,000 sets of eyes instead of one. They've discarded black and white thinking and allowed the full spectrum of colors, nuances, and solutions to come into the fold. Creative solutions to complex social and political polarities can be found in the sacred space. The force field of possibilities has opened, and the alchemist has entered a new paradigm belonging to multiplicity, dimensionality, and inclusion. Utilize this perspective for positive change while it lasts. Interesting. When falling back into black and white thinking, as the alchemist will do, envision the splendor of the peacock's tail. Each feather contains a shimmering universe of possibility. Go deeper, watch the movie The Wizard of Oz to ponder 1,000 eyes. This is page 199. So let's see, 9 in general represents a completion or a mastery, kind of like an evolution of something, a larger viewpoint, perspective, Sagittarius energy. Notice the palette of the cards. Maybe you're having like a spiritual awakening. Are they black and white or leaning towards a certain color? There is wisdom to be gleaned from the color's message. Being as much color in as you can today. Experiment, use a therapeutic means of expression and a way to loosen up rigid thoughts. So you could be needing to like be less logical in some way or have a spiritual awakening. But we'll continue on sublimation. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, no, sublimation. Okay. All right, sorry about the wait. Sublimation, elevation, rising, or flight. That's interesting because flight and planes can be associated with Sagittarius energy as well. So we can see there's a full spectrum of colors here, like a prism, expanding light throughout the universe, and then it goes out into the universe. It's like this beacon, this beam is like this purple beam that extends, and then we're into the universe. So let's see. And this was even higher than this card. Just that's interesting. And it means elevation, rising, and flight. So there could be a real liftoff in regards to spiritual or bigger picture thinking, wiser thinking, a more educated thinking. Sublimatio is the great alchemical operation of air. So you could be dealing with an air sign. Of course you are. You're Gemini, which is an air sign, which means focusing on the intellect, the rational, conscious mind. Okay, sublimatio is the great alchemical operation of air. It occurs when there is enough heat to change a solid substance into a gas. And I did see that, like, it's funny because there's like a transition between these cards. causing it to rise up, up, and away. Therefore, when sublimation is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation, of ascending above or gaining greater perspective. Just like a bird in flight, mountain peaks, ladders, and balloons are all sublimatio images. So seeing that higher picture view, being connected with your spirituality, with the inner. Therefore, when sublimation is present, there is an aspect of celebrated elevation, of ascending above and gaining a greater perspective, birds and flights, right? As with all operations, sublimatio has a shadow potential. Through ascension, there is a risk of separating from others, of sensing oneself higher or above. This risk is particularly great in spiritual traditions that offer a linear model of achievement. The divine alchemist rises humbly and supports the upliftment of others, always in touch with the cycle of humanity. Service is the natural balancing agent for sublimatio. It can be the next rung on your ladder. Interesting. The magic of air travel. So you might be considering traveling somewhere as well. Hike up a mountain or gaze out of an airplane window. Notice sublimatio occurring within you. You may feel wonder, awe, or a shift in perspective. So maybe your like spiritual consciousness is elevating itself. Use this energy to write or draw. Disassociation is an example of sublimatio and shadow. When this card appears, reconnect with the feelings you'd rather avoid. Be with them rather than rising above them. Interesting. That's interesting energy. The peacock's tail. Interesting. So you need to see different perspectives. You definitely need to see the bigger picture view of something. Be more flexible. Tap into that mutable energy. We'll see messages for Gemini people and placements. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius. I don't know. Mars in Aquarius and Mercury in Leo. Any other messages for Gemini? Sun in Scorpio. Interesting. Let's get best advice. Best advice for Gemini people and placements, please. Best advice for Gemini. Best advice, sorry. Best advice for Gemini. So you might need to like be intuitive about any kind of aggressive communication that's coming from other people, prideful people. Be intuitive and deal with that in an intuitive way. In regards to anger, it says emotional baggage can build up in your system and leave you feeling out of balance with your mind and body. A useful exercise can be to create notes of any negative emotions you feel about a certain person in your life, past or present. Write them down, the name of the person and the emotion you want to rid yourself of. Then you can literally toss these away in whichever ceremonial way you choose. You could tear them up or toss them in a fire. Let your past emotions evaporate with the notes. Interesting. I think there's like a need to like really tap into your intuition, definitely. Support from loved ones or other healthy activities can begin the path to healing and balancing this. Since you're Gemini, maybe you had a fight with somebody or there was a fight on communication grounds in some way, mentally maybe. Difference of perspective, perhaps. And the last messages for Gemini people and placements. Gemini energy, please, Gemini. Gemini people and placements, please, Gemini. Messages for Gemini. I'm just trying to get a single message. Gemini. Messages for Gemini, please. Give us a message, please, for Gemini. No, not that many. Thank you. Gemini people and placements, sorry. Gemini people and placements. Gemini energy, please. Messages. I'm living a pleasurable life. So there's something about your hobbies, your money, your marriage. Interesting. Messages for Gemini people and placements. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or maybe you are a Scorpio, or something's going to come around in that season of time, October, November of 2024. Advice from a friend. So maybe you're talking to someone about how to see a bigger perspective. Maybe you need to see the different facets of why something failed in your life if you're like exiting something. Messages for Gemini. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to work something out with somebody, maybe real estate wise, talking about that. Home matters, family matters, messages, emotional matters, Gemini people in placement. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to tackle something. Maybe with somebody younger than you, like a huge thing that you're trying to achieve. Messages for Gemini. Gemini people and placements. Gemini people and placements, please. Yeah, and maybe this person's helping you see like a bigger, like a different. This person might be helping you rise out of a bad real estate situation, or maybe you're dealing with real estate with them, or like family issues. This person could be a therapist. This person could be a friend. Somebody with Sagittarius energy, maybe, but this person might be helping you to transform these aspects of your life as well. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Maybe you're realizing how like negative the past was, and you have to kind of like not. You have to see clearly in that regard, see the truth of the matter. Messages for Gemini. You will be playing a different role. Interesting. Huh. Messages for Gemini. Gemini people in placements, please. Gemini, please. Messages for Gemini. Gemini people in placements, please. Messages for Gemini people. Somebody might be helping you with these emotional changes in your life. Tell us more for Gemini. People in placements, please, Gemini. Could be considering traveling somewhere, packing your stuff up, leaving, doing a move of some sort. Messages for Gemini. Gemini people in placements. Gemini, what do you need to convey to Gemini people in placements and energy? Yeah, you could be working through fears in this matter. Messages for Gemini. Gemini, last messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini people. Gemini. Oh, could be dealing with a Pisces. Maybe something to do with work matters. Maybe you're scared of health matters. Gemini. Life cloaked in darkness is hard to endure. Interesting. Maybe you need to see different perspectives in order to come out of this darkness. This could be the masculine in this connection. This person could be worried about shared finances with other people, contracts, taxes, splitting assets with other people. They could be worried. They might not be in a good position. I'm not sure. Oh. Messages for Gemini people and placements, please. Gemini people and placements. Gemini energy, please. Gemini people and placements. What do you need Geminis to know about Gemini energy, please? Aquarius energy or organizations or larger friend networks, associations, circle of friends, freedom. These could all be topics. Maybe there's something unexpected, unique here. Uranus energy. And something about your real estate. Something might be changing about your real estate. There might be a change, an imminent change of some sort. Advice for Gemini people. Fragility. Interesting that was kind of like came out very gently. Let's see. Precious moments flutter by, so fragile, like a butterfly, rest rebirth amongst the flowers, adapt to transformational powers. Consumed by the torment of suffering as a long dark night of the soul, life has lost meaning, and you are left utterly broken. A rather delicate situation has you feeling exposed, tender, or fragile, and the outcome threatens to be tenuous. As the abyss of a great void stares back at you with only emptiness for unwelcome company, allow the spirits to lift as my dainty wings dance around you. I am here to remind you that to be fully alive, you must be willing to let the old parts of you die over and over again. As one who has walked through the darkness, you are now ready to emerge and be transformed into light, to hold the energy of both dark and light in balance. Fly with me to embrace both the beauty and pain that life brings, however fleeting, and make the most of every fragile moment to feel alive. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay to feel less than perfect. Take steps to heal and mend. Butterflies indicate transformation, liberation, and creative inspiration for you. You are at the end of a cycle. New beginnings await. Time to be carefree. Release any self-imposed restrictions that now feel cumbersome. When a witch astral travels, her spirit comes out of her mouth in the shape of a butterfly. Work butterfly spells for friendship, freedom, and fertility. Never kill a white butterfly, as this is the soul's vehicle after death. Create a butterfly garden by planting bouteille to attract butterflies, or wear symbols to enhance butterfly magic and transform your life. Interesting. There could be a need to transform something about your health routine or your work. your job specifically, or a give and take dynamic with other people. If you're already in an existing relationship, you're giving more than you're receiving, things like that. You might need to change those matters, like shared finances, that kind of stuff. But we'll see what is coming for you in your future. What is coming ahead for Gemini at this time? As soon as they watch this reading and they adopt this advice, what is coming for Gemini people in placements? Success. Six of Wands came out with strength, the ability to hold strong to what your ambitions are. Maybe less of a juggling act. Maybe you have way too much on the go right now, but that actually you might be able to simplify and prioritize so that you can manifest better. So I think that's what's headed for you in your future. We'll get some advice. Any advice for Gemini people in placements, please? Perseverance, okay. Stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lovely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thine, turn to the spirits within thine. Okay, that was 26. Let's go ahead and just get some water. Okay, determination, principles. Okay. Oh, where did it go? There it is. Okay. Perseverance comes along due to struggles, betrayal, loss, or an overwhelming obstacle ahead. You might be facing some setbacks or feel as though you don't have the strength to go on with your current path. The struggles you're facing now are meant to make you stronger and wiser and to bring more clarity as you move forward. Consider this. If you can't handle obstacles where you are now, how will you address more significant challenges as you expand? You are being tested now to see how well you manage adversity. How you face challenges can make or break your path to success. Remember that strength is not limited, and you have the power to overcome your situation. When the dust settles, you will be wiser and ready to rise to a new level of success. Page 90. There could be great luck coming towards you, especially as you tap into higher wisdom or different ways of doing things, bigger picture views, seeing the forest for the trees, etc. energy. Gemini naturally focuses on the micro because it rules the third house, which is the micro details of things, socializing, local travel. But Sagittarius is like international travel. So it's the ability to like form philosophies. If Gemini is about communication, Sagittarius is about belief systems. It's about religion. It's about luck. It's about wisdom. It's about the overarching, adopting so much knowledge that now you have like basically a huge overview of a lot of different things. So interesting energy. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. You can also hit the buy me a coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you so much. Take care.